There we go. All right. Well. There it is. Ain't that just a pain in the fucking tuchus? Bad weather, yeah. I don't even think it's bad weather. I think it's just like the weather wasn't all that bad today. It was raining, but it wasn't like it wasn't terrible. Yeah, yeah, we'll watch that. I still got the link. I just had to restart the stream. It just internet straight up just cut out, and I think it's just again, I think it's just the computer. So hopefully, hopefully some people come in. If you want to repost the link in the Discord. Let's see. I want to get rid of some of this shit. Okay. Oh, fuck right off. Be there, he said. Okay. Yeah, hopefully some people show right back up. Saying like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not getting views like Jeremy? Maybe because your stream goes down all the fucking time. Yeah, fuck it. I might as well. Otherwise, share. Otherwise, people may not be there. There you go. Awesome. That's what I wanted to do. Paste. Enter. Awesome. Okay. Awesome. Thank you for posting that. Thank you, Rachel. All right. Let's try if some people come back in, we'll go back to old boy here. But I don't even know where I was. He's just really dumb. So easy. It's just so easy to take down. It usually only takes me like a minute to get through his video and just take it the fuck down. What? Oh goodness. Why did it go to Google? That's weird. Oh no. Oh no. Rachel. What the fuck? Oh man. Do not tell me he's about to sit here and compare Jacqueline Glenn and female Ben Shapiro. What's up, Lane? Call it 10:15. Cut me off then, cause then we got. Not a fan of Jacqueline. I'm not a huge fan of Jacqueline. I stopped watching her videos around the time it came out. She was like plagiarizing stuff, but after that, I just sort of felt I haven't watched a lot of like anti-religion or atheist videos in a long time. I haven't watched a lot of her videos. I'm still subbed to her channel, but I haven't watched a lot of videos in a while. But yeah, I don't have a problem with her. I think she has a great she has a great perspective. She's definitely successful. She's intelligent. I have a problem with Abby Shapiro because she is not that. She is not those. Call her Stabby Shapiro, and yeah, she looks like she pulls the wings off of bugs. Just just to make them walk. You know what I'm saying? She has that look in her eyes, like, I made this fly into a walk by ripping off its wings. Abby, that's fucking terrifying. Please do not do that. No, I'm a Shapiro. I can do what I want. I stopped watching her for a while, but she seems to have genuinely turned it around shortly after the scandal. Yeah, she admitted to it. She was like, oh yeah, I fucking did it, you know, whatever. And then she turned around. I mean, I don't really know where her channel has gone other than she's like, there's been like a couple skits that I've watched her do that are just like really cringe and bad. So I don't know. Maybe not my style anymore. My biggest issue is that she's friends with Blair White, who is a blatant transphobe, constantly crows about how much she hates non-binary people. Yeah, I can dig that because Blair White is a huge piece of shit. Blair White is like the trans Dave Rubin in my mind. Although Dave Rubin is just really, really bad at the grift. I think Blair White definitely, she knows what she's doing. And she knows what she's doing is wrong, but she knows she has protection. And that's kind of the same thing with like Candace Owens. They know they have protection, so they're going to like say all of this shit, you know. And then when they're like finally like, oh well, they're not totally needed anymore, when Candace Owens is no longer putting out the good ideas, and she's like, well, maybe I'm changing my mind, they're going to demonize the fuck out of her. And it'll happen to Blair White too, and it'll happen to anybody else, just like Milo Yiannopoulos. It'll happen to him. And he's playing the long con. He's saying I'm ex-gay now. And I'm wondering who else is going to follow in his footsteps. Probably Dave Rubin. And I wonder what his husband would think of that. Hold on. Yeah, I saw that. She's like 5 months pregnant at the moment. Also, yeah, fuck Blair White. Personally, I think Blair's desperately trying to make the whole conservative thing work. Appease her daddy spirit. Oh, work to appease her daddy spirit. Yeah, she's it's not working out too well. It's fairly transparent. It's easy to see through. Fuck Blair White. I mean, I see people who not people who are like left leaning or like liberal who go conservative or anything like that, but people who get red pilled or whatever, who and then turn it into like a personality like Candace Owens. I don't believe you for a second. You are on a fucking grift. You saw an opportunity and you capitalized on it, and I can't fault you for that. However, I can fault you for what you capitalized on. And what the fuck's coming out of your mouth, because what's coming out of your mouth is shitty and it's terrible. So I don't trust those kinds of people. And it's the same thing like atheists that are now Christians. I think those people have always been Christians. I'm more willing to believe like someone falling from their faith rather than them gaining faith without some kind of event, or whether that be like traumatic or otherwise, that brings them into that. But it would have to be some kind of significant event. Plus, Blair lied about her political compass test. yeah, she did. Her results would produce slightly left and lib of center, but she switched it to right lib. Yeah, she did. I heard about that. She's like, dude, didn't she do it like on a stream? Come on, get the fuck out of here, you idiot. Oh, that's a winner right there. So begins. Oh man.
It's me showing you guys people's.
Oh man. Are you ladies you ladies getting your wedding dresses ready for this fucking winner right here? Did you hear that voice, that golden voice?
Responses to classically Abby. Because it's so piss poor.
Oh man, and you can see like, okay, he does have some somewhat good framing, in his video. I'm just wondering like, where are you? Where are you, Basves? Basves, where? What room of your house are you in? Because he's next to a door, so he's sitting next to a door. Is he in a closet? Bass, are you in a closet? Let's see that. My rent. Okay. Bass, are you in a closet? Because it's echoing. He might be in a bathroom. Why are you doing this in the bathroom? Why are you so quiet? Also, your fake laughter is off-putting. I really don't like the fake laughter. When people do that in their videos, especially Terrence K. Williams is a perfect example of this shit. I can't stand it. I don't like it. It's really... It doesn't make you endearing or anything. It makes you really off-putting. It makes me not want to listen to you. I need to sign this man up for a Dollar Shave Club subscription big time. Don't waste your fucking money on this piece of shit. Save it. Let him fail on his own.
I guess
I'll make
first
more
on the chopping
videos.
block.
Maybe I'll get more views out of it.
My old pal, Jacqueline Glenn. Man, it's been a while since I've seen Jacqueline Glenn, man.
He looks like he smells
She
bad.
dyed her hair pink. The hell was that about? What in the hell was that about? I don't know. All right, Jackie.
Who cares? Dude, okay. Who cares what color your fucking hair is? Doesn't matter. Is there... It depends on what you can pull off. Because in that thumbnail, Jacqueline Glenn is an attractive woman. Okay? She doesn't look bad with that bright ass hair. Not quite my taste, with that vibrant of a color. But that's just me. Whatever. She's not unattractive. Like, whatever she wants to do with her hair, it's the hair that grows from her body that she, it gives nutrients to through, food and, hygiene. She can do whatever she wants. She looks perfectly fine, you dick. Just like classically Abby looks perfectly fine. She is not unattractive. She's fucking psycho looking. She is don't stick your dick in crazy looking, but she's not unattractive.
What is up? Yes, I fixed my hair. It was a weird color. I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here, so...
Yeah, that's one of the things I really don't like about her videos is the focus. I don't need you in focus. I don't need that. No.
There you go.
We don't need all that.
We done addressed it. It's out of the way. What is not out of my way, however, are all of these ads. Ads upon ads upon ads. Now, I don't normally get ads on my videos on YouTube because they hate me and demonetize everything that I do because I'm controversial. But for some reason, the ads don't affect Abby. Classically Abby. The most annoying person I've ever seen on YouTube. And that's like a big statement to make, I understand. That's a pretty extreme statement, but I lie to you not. She is the ultimate, combination of conservatism and girl defined, which is weird because girl defined, they all talk about,
So you're just
love
gonna
and
play the whole
Jesus and
fucking
stuff,
video?
and classically Abby is Jewish.
I don't want to
so
get.
the Jesus
I don't want to
thing
get struck
doesn't
for
apply.
that.
But it's basically the same fucking channel anyway. Like, she's talking about modesty and how you
Yeah.
It takes a while for Jacqueline to get to the modesty video, so I'm gonna skip all of that fluff. If you wish to subject yourself to it, that's your prerogative. I won't force you to.
Oh my god, he just oozes charisma. I mean, this dude, when you're playing Skyrim or Fallout and you go to the special and you get to put your charisma, he just dumped all of his points when he was about to slop out into the world. He was just like, boom, charisma. I need all of it right now. Can you not feel it? Can you not feel it coming from his bathroom? The charisma that he oozes onto camera from his bathroom about these women.
All right, Jackie. take us away for real this time.
Hello, beautiful ladies.
Hello, beautiful ladies. She starts every video like that. Hello, beautiful ladies. Which, by the way, Brenda from God is Grey, you're beautiful people. I'm sorry. This is kind of clashing.
Hello, beautiful people.
You know, Philip DeFranco, sorry, dude, you're next too.
Sup, you beautiful bastard.
Because every time I hear that, I'm gonna hear, hello, beautiful ladies.
Beautiful ladies. We're going to be talking about modesty.
The one thing I can't fault Bass for is randomly breaking into a British
Like a
accent.
trash whore. Do not
I
look like
do it all the
garbage,
time,
because
too.
that is not how I want to.
Does he do that? That's weird. That's like, it's weird if he does it like on videos. It depends on the context of you doing it. Like I mean, I did it during reading the penis inspection bill, but I don't know if he just does it like Andy No, if anybody knows Andy No, if he does it like that, like he's sincere about it, because that seems what it would be like. Also, it seems like him trying to do it just would come off as weird.
I want to go to Jesus, but I can't. That is not how you are a good person, ethical person, modest person. I can't say Jesus loving. It's so hard with her.
You do know what that means, right? It means you don't actually have an argument or a counter argument to her. You just dislike it on principle that she's religious. That's what you just admitted.
Yeah.
That's
a lot of Jacqueline Glenn's channel. She really doesn't like religious people because the religious dogma, it restricts people, it restricts thought, and it restricts emotion, and it restricts people's ability to grow and expand as individuals and as human beings. So that's the point she's trying to make, is that, you know, yes, she wants to call her Jesus loving, but she can't because she's Jewish. So that doesn't make sense. And classically Abby is displaying all of these trad wifey bullshit ass fucking what do you call not tendencies, but like advices to people. That she's just trying to peddle that shit, and it's that's what Jacqueline Glenn is trying to point out. It's the exact same thing, that conservatism, that like you don't have to be super modest if you don't fucking want to, and that doesn't make you unladylike. It doesn't make you less of a woman or anything like that to want to wear a shorter skirt or like show your tits at Mardi Gras or some shit like that. Go and show your tits. They're probably nice. It's okay. And even if they're not, most people still want to see them. Can we take a quick second to distract from his face and look at his weird ass ear? I know that's really an aside, and I don't want to make fun of his appearance too much, but why is his ear so smooth? It's so smooth on the inside. It's very smooth on the inside, and I don't like it. God.
It's funny. It's been years, Jacqueline. You're still on this. I don't know. I don't know why I expected more, but we're
probably
still
because
on this.
religion hasn't fucking gone away, you dumb shit.
You're a religious person, so I just have to automatically hate whatever you say. God forbid I challenge it intellectually and think critically about the merits of your argument. You're Jewish, so you're wrong. You know.
No.
All right, Jacqueline. Let's keep going.
My brain just goes there.
Modesty is dressing in...
Dude, okay, conservatives have this issue where they have to be condescending, and they have to be talking down to whatever their opponent is, or whoever their opponent is, and Bass is just not selling it. He just can't do the condescension. And I think that's really what's missing from his rhetoric. He can't talk down to anybody because even he knows in his subconscious he's not in a position to talk down to anybody. He's filming in his bathroom. I'm guessing, like, maybe on his phone or something. Which, like, if you're going to film on your phone, totally fine. might do that here soon myself. But if you're gonna film on your phone, know how to do it. Hold it away from your face. Get a fucking tripod. You get it's 6,800 views a video or some shit. I'm sure you get enough money you could buy a $25 tripod, dude, and put your phone on it. Or maybe you could spend the $50 and get a webcam like me. All right, it's not difficult. That way you won't be constantly moving in and out of focus as well. Sorry, that's my production bitching for tonight.
in a way that doesn't sexualize your body.
It's all the grease from his hair constantly moisturizing his outer ear. Gross. That's probably the most disgusting thing you could have come up with.
Why can't you be sexy and beautiful? Why isn't sexy beautiful? I mean, I guess some people have different things, whatever, but it's a pretty subjective thing. Let's just put that out there. You can be both.
Well, because they both have different connotations to them now, don't they? Being sexy is someone who is trying to invoke sexual enticement, thus trying to make you more ready or engaged in trying to have sex with them. Being
desirable
Oopsie.
too. And do you want to be noticed for being beautiful
Whoopsie.
or being sexy?
Why is it a one or the other? Why can't there? You can be both. Why is
Oopsie.
it a why isn't sexy
Sorry.
beautiful? I mean, I guess some people have different things, whatever, but it's a pretty subjective
jumping
thing.
around.
Let's just put that out there. You can be both.
Well, because they both have different
excellent.
connotations to them now, don't they? Being sexy is someone who is trying to invoke sexual enticement, thus trying to make you more ready or engaged in trying to have sex with them.
Right, and I find that beautiful because beauty is subjective. So your argument falls apart right there. Think of it like this, a bass. So I might like tulips, but I don't like daisies, okay? See what I'm saying? Because I find daisies to be too plain. Tulips come in different colors, and they're far more fascinating and things like that. So I find more beauty in tulips than I do in daisies. Okay. You, on the other hand, may find more beauty in the daisy than the tulip. That's your subjective opinion. Okay. Now, when it comes to choosing your partner, if you want somebody that's going to be dressing in thongs, or if they're going to be a nudist, then that's what you want. You're going to go for that. That's what your idea of beauty is. Your subjective idea of beauty is. And to force anything onto somebody, anything else onto other people is wrong. Now, I'm not saying that, we should just have nudists running around in the city. That's probably not a good fucking idea. But I'm saying if you want to, if a girl's gonna wear a short skirt or a dude's gonna wear a mesh shirt, let them fucking do it. It's up to them. And if they want to dress like in Victorian era corset with all in 50-pound fucking dress and shit, let them fucking do it. It's more. Conservatives are not understanding subjectivity. A lot of and that's where that lack of empathy comes from. A lot of conservatives lack empathy, and that dude that I was talking about, on 9gag was saying that I lack empathy, when reality is, I don't think, you guys tell me, do I lack empathy? Yes or no? I don't think I lack empathy. But conservatives absolutely do. And I think, a lot of the time, yeah, we can say, okay, both sides, yada, yada, yada. There are people on left and right that do lack empathy. Sure, absolutely, positively. But I think, modern conservatives really, really just don't give a fuck about anybody else, and they need to be pushing on to other fucking people. So they think, since they like empathy, they think they know what's best for everybody, so they talk down to everyone. And when people get pissed off because they're being talked down to by someone that doesn't know anything about the person that they're talking to, then they react by saying, "Oh, well, you're just acting childish. You can't handle your emotions. You can't bottle them up. It's like, no, you're being a fucking asshole and you're not listening. That's the whole fucking part. That's the whole fucking point. Jesus. This is my favorite part. He literally talks himself into agreeing with her, but still thinks he's disagreeing. Have empathy for the unempathetic. Yes, exactly. I do not have empathy. Okay. If some dude runs into a convenience store, robs it, and shoots the clerk in the fucking chest, I'm not going to have empathy when that dude runs out across the street and gets hit by a bus. If I saw him shoot the guy, I'm gonna go to the guy that got shot, not the guy that robbed him. Okay. You have certain empathy for fucking people, and that person was completely unempathetic to that store clerk when he shot him in the chest. It's what's up, NJMP? There's such thing as principled conservatism. The people who call themselves conservative in the U.S. aren't. I don't even know what principled conservatism would be. Can you explain that to me? The people who call themselves conservatives in the U.S. aren't. The people who call themselves conservatives in the U.S. are dragging that Overton window all the way to fascism. It was there for a minute. It's still there. The needle's still ticking there, but it's not all the way. And I'm not gonna say every single fucking conservative is a fascist. I'm not that guy. And I'll use with arguing with alt-right chuds. Not one of them has known who Burke or Oakeshott or even Sobran are. They aren't conservatives. They are just bigots. For a second, I thought you were gonna say Burke and Hare. I was like, Burke and Hare? What? The Body Snatchers? But like, I know I've heard Burke and Sobran, but I've never heard of Oakeshott. I honestly, you'd have to send me that. I would have to learn on those three. And if that shows my own ignorance, then that's fine. I don't care. Oh yeah, they are just bigots. Absolutely. I was trying to I need my glasses. I really need to get my glasses. Like physical conservatism versus social conservatism. Physical conservatism is a fucking lie, in my book. There are no fiscal conservatives in the U.S. The fiscal conservatives in the U.S. will spend money on the most frivolous shit, like fucking war. They'll spend all the money on war. Let's spend money on war. Why not? But when it comes to healthcare, whoa, we got to be fiscally conservative. We don't want to mess with the debt and the deficit. Like that's such bullshit. I'm fiscally conservative. No, you're an asshole and you want to cut programs for other people. That's what you mean. That's the underlying part of that. That's the little bit of a fucking dog whistle in there. All right, let's see him wrap himself around a tree here.
Being beautiful is a little bit more of you being visually appealing. And people like looking at you. And people appreciate the effort that you took in order to become in this state, if it took you a while. Some people do like naturally beautiful women, just as, nature of like genetics and what.
This man has never been with a woman, has he? You guys know him much better than I do. Is he married? Does he have a girlfriend? I don't think he's ever been in like a solid relationship ever. I'm a mutualist myself. Mutualist is considered slightly right of center. There are conservatives, quote unquote, like Lysander Spooner and Benjamin Tucker, firmly anti-authoritarian. Okay, because that sounds and JMP, that sounds more like the the conservatives I know. However, when it comes to the anti-authoritarian, they don't understand they don't understand that part. They skip that step because they don't understand that the authoritarian part is going to come around and bite them in the ass. Just because they want the authoritarian to smash their enemies, but they don't understand what's going to come after them. But yeah, I can understand your position a little bit more if you're gonna say mutualism. Yeah. But let's let him continue. Sorry.
Whatnot. But the connotation does change when you're being sexy and when you're being beautiful, you know. Sexy being more you're trying to invoke sexual desire. Being beautiful is more you're a joy to look at. Which, I mean, I guess you could say that someone being beautiful does still imply that you want to have sex with them, but you're not really trying to invoke that feeling as much as it occurs naturally. Being sexy is more of a conscious effort and decision to try to invoke this feeling, while being beautiful is a consequence of it because you just naturally look that way, or you put in a lot of effort to change and become that way. It's kind of...
You can change or become whatever you want, but unless you change the eye of the beholder, you will not be beautiful. You dumb fuck. And I like yeah, I don't think Bass has ever had a serious relationship. He's very MGTOW incel-y. Yeah. Cause just like listen to this shit, okay? Listen to what he says like right off the bat.
Visually appealing.
Okay. Right.
Things, whatever, but it's a
Patience to him now, don't they? Being sexy is someone who is trying to invoke sexual enticement, thus trying to make you more ready or engaged in trying to have sex with them. Right. Being beautiful is a little bit more of you being visually appealing.
How is a sexy person not visually appealing? If a sexy person, you know, walks into the room and you have a blindfold on and the lights are out, do you just know it? Are you like, I'm hard as a rock now. Oh goodness. No, I don't think that's what happens. It's a visual stimulation. That's what happens. And oh god. Men biologically are more visually stimulated than women. That's part of the reason why men tend to watch more porn and admit to watching more porn. He unironically defends rape murder because a woman failed at combat. Oh my god. Holy shit. Oh my god. Dude. That's... Holy shit. He's gonna murder somebody. Yep. Nobody date this guy. He will murder you. He will cut you up. No, well, he'll fuck your corpse. He's gonna do it. It's 9:45. Awesome. Thank you for the check-in. We got 30 minutes, which we can get through a little bit more of this, and then I gotta head off to bed. I appreciate everybody for coming out. If anybody has any questions, go ahead in either in the Discord or in the comments of this stream. Go ahead and ask your questions, or if you want me to go over anything, or if you think I missed anything in the bill, go ahead and let me know, and we'll go over that in maybe a different stream, a different part in a stream. We'll go over the comments and the questions and everything like that and answer it, because I don't want anybody to come in here and be like, wow, you totally misinterpreted that shit. Because if I totally misinterpreted everything, then I want to fucking know it, because I'm not a goddamn lawyer. I'm just some asshole on the internet that, you know, happens to like talking about trans rights and how they're important. Okay? I don't know why I kind of narrowed in on trans rights for like the last several weeks, but it's just something that pisses me off. Maybe it's because like a few of my friends on here, some of the people that inspired me to fucking come in here. Well, shit, Hannah's the one who got my ass back into this fucking chair. So maybe that's one of the reasons I'm going after it so much. Plus, I got Blaine regulating me. She probably just like goes into my dreams. she's like, yeah, we're gonna eat away at your subconscious and make sure you only advocate for trans rights. She's working with Bill Gates. Oh, speaking of Bill Gates, so I know Bill Gates and his wife divorced, right? Did you guys know that a pedophile ring in Germany was discovered with 400,000 members around the exact same time? I'm not trying to play conspiracy theorist, but it's very suspicious. Just saying. Anyway, yeah. So, oh my God. Let's see. What
People
was
like
it
looking
that,
at you, and people appreciate the effort that you took in order to become in this state. If it took you a while, some people do like naturally beautiful women, just as nature of like genetics and whatnot.
dude, if your woman is in front of you, if your partner is in front of you, and they look sexy, they did it for you. All right, they're doing it for you. They're trying to get you. I mean, you pretty much said that. They put in a decent amount of effort, and that's what tripped me up to pretty much knowing this guy has never been in a serious relationship. Because, especially like me, I'm gonna use like my relationships, because I'm a straight dude, so I'm gonna refer to my partner. So if my woman was in the bedroom and she was like, or if she was in my house, or she came over or whatever, and she was like dressed sexy, I would recognize the effort that was put into that. She took her time. She picked something out. She wanted to smell good. She wasn't thinking about like what feels good on me, what is going to be, what is going to be the most appealing to, like, to me, what's going to be the most appealing to him. And if she were to come over and I were to not recognize that and just be like, oh, you look pretty good, and then just go about my business, it's fucking insulting. And like, if I were to acknowledge her and be like, wow, you look absolutely fucking amazing, I would still continue to call him, because you have to, because that person put in a lot of fucking effort to look that good. All right, looking good takes some effort. Clearly, you have not figured that out, my friend. He needs that
But the
Dollar Shave
connotation
Club.
does change when you're being sexy and when you're being beautiful.
Sure.
Sexy being more you're trying to invoke sexual desire. Being beautiful is more you're a joy to look at. Which, I mean, I guess you could say that someone being beautiful does still imply that you want to have sex.
I mean, beauty is subjective. Being beautiful is just subjective.
You're not really trying to invoke that feeling as much as it occurs naturally. Being sexy is more of a conscious effort and decision to try to invoke this feeling, while being beautiful is a consequence of it because you just naturally look that way, or you put in a lot of effort to change and become that way. It's kind of the difference.
So wait, so being beautiful is a consequence of being sexy? Did he just say that?
That feeling as much as it occurs naturally. Being sexy is more of a conscious effort and decision to try to invoke this feeling, while being beautiful is a consequence of it because you just naturally look that way, or you put in a lot of effort to change and become that way. It's kind of...
Yeah, he's never been in a relationship ever. He's never had somebody get dolled up and like dressed sexy for him, or get somebody dressed beautiful for him. Like, honestly, I'm the type of dude, you probably look fucking good in whatever you're wearing. Whatever you're wearing would look better on my bedroom floor, is what I'm saying. But no, but at the same time, I understand. I appreciate what you do, the effort that people put in to looking good, because it doesn't take it. It doesn't just come naturally to every fucking person. Not everybody's Henry Cavill. Not everybody's fucking, I don't know, Scarlett Johansson. I'm an arrow ace, and I'm still capable of aesthetic appreciation, being able to recognize physical attractiveness. Arrow ace. Physical doesn't mean I think heaven resides in their lap. What? Arrow ace. What is arrow ace? Ow. So I have a fucked up finger. Because if you explain that to me, I'm sure the rest of it will make sense. Being able to recognize physical attractiveness doesn't mean I think heaven resides in the lab. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, just because you find someone attractive doesn't mean you want to fuck them. Some men want women to wear a fancy lingerie, but I think women looks best when she's wearing nothing at all. My ghost. Aromantic asexual. Oh, okay. Oh. Aromantic asexual. Okay, yeah. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. So yeah, that does make a lot of sense. So yes. So I guess more in your mind, you would appreciate someone's beauty like the same way you would appreciate the beauty of a piece of art or something like that. You don't want to fuck the art, nor do you want to fuck, the person that's, in front of you. Right? And I guess the equivalent for me is I can see men that are attractive, and recognize their attractiveness, but that doesn't mean I'm gonna go over there and like bend over. I'm not gonna get on my knees and be like, put it in my mouth. I'm just recognizing that, wow, that person is attractive. That is like I said, Henry Cavill is fucking an attractive individual. So, but aromatic. Yeah, you did say aromatic. Aromatic asex. Just like, are you asexual because you got a fucking hygiene problem? Is that what aromatic? Oh man. Oh right. All right. Let's get through a little bit more of this, and then
And the difference is
10:15. I gotta head
now,
out.
can you be beautiful and sexy, as in naturally beautiful, and then try to entice other people? Yeah, sure. I mean, you can. But you can. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Men are visual creatures, not emotional.
What the fuck is up with your editing? You keep dropping frames, dude. See? You're dropping frames all over the fucking place.
Yeah, sure. I mean, you can. But
Oh, hold on. Wait. Is he trying to say that there's like no such thing as natural beauty? It's something like if you don't put effort in, you have to be like you're ugly if you don't put effort into looking good. And apparently that only goes for women, because you could use you could use a lot, my friend. I'm gonna play that on autocorrect. All right, I'm still gonna use that aromatic asexual. When people ask me my orientation or whatever, I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I'm aromatic asexual. What does that mean? Oh, I'm just kind of gassy, so like it's hard for me to meet people. Oh, okay. Like, yeah, you can be both.
you can. It doesn't have to be one or the other.
Men are visual.
Yeah. You can be both. You can be both beautiful and sexy. Be sexy and beautiful. You can be beautiful, but you can't. I mean, you could be not sexy. Like, okay. Exactly, which is exactly your point. My bad, I didn't mean to yell like that. But yes, that's her point. You can be both. You can be neither. You can be one or the other. For instance, Abby Shapiro here, I would say Abby Shapiro is beautiful, but Abby Shapiro is not sexy. I would not put my dick anywhere near Abby Shapiro. She does not invoke that. You know what she invokes? Terror. That's what she invokes. I feel like she's looking into my soul. She is going to steal something from me that I will never get back, and it's frightening. Fucking weird ass. But stop dropping frames. It's so easy to not. That's all you do. With your little arrow keys, you move over if you drop a fucking frame. God, your editing is so bad, you idiot. Dumbass. I have ABS. So I main DB aromatic. Aromantic and aromatic. I can be both. There you go. You got the you gotta get a fucking AAA card. You're the aromantic, aromatic, asexual. There you go. you provide roadside service too. She gonna steal Grabby Shapiro. Yeah, she's coming for a part of your fucking soul.
Creatures, not emotional ones.
That is insulting. I'm sorry. On behalf of women out there,
Why is she
like, we
drunk?
do not think you are just all visual, you have no emotion, all you can think with is your head down there, if you know what I mean. That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. There are sentimental, emotional, loving, kind, amazing men out there that do not define their masculinity by how many tears they don't cry at night. I hate people who perpetuate this negative stereotype.
True.
It is shit. It's horrible to like have a little boy grow up and be like, now son, you hear, don't cry. Don't you cry about nothing, else she ain't no kind of man.
No, Jacqueline's right. I mean, listen, I don't agree with classically Abby on everything, and this being one of them. We're not. I do, well, I guess a little bit about...
All right, justify yourself. God, you're
A
terrible.
little bit of a devil's advocate. I'm sure within the context of what she's trying to say, she's saying that men are more visually enticed by the way women look, more so than they're more like sexually enticed by like the people that women are. And you can't really know who the person is until after you begin to engage with them. And you don't really engage with women that you're not really attracted to. I mean, it is like you can, you know, like in like college or high school or whatever, you could get into a group project and then meet a chick you didn't think was all that cute, and then you talk to her and it's like, damn, she's actually really nice and she likes anime. I mean, that can happen. You know, same thing with college. It can happen, you know.
It sounds oddly specific, bud. That kind of sounds like... It kind of sounds like a missed opportunity for you. You know what I'm saying? It kind of sounds like you met somebody that you didn't find classically beautiful. Okay? And then, when you talked to them and you found out, wow, this person is actually pretty interesting, you started to see, you know, a little bit of inner beauty, and then you found them sexually attractive, and you found them sexy, and then what you probably did was you fucked it up, and they were like, hey, do you want to go watch Naruto in my room? My my roommate's not there, my parents aren't home. And you were like, nah, you're fat, and you fucking walked away when you could have had, you know, probably the best BJ or the only BJ of your fucking life. Oh my god. The type of woman that when he thinks is a unicorn that the type of women he thinks is a unicorn that doesn't really exist describes like most of women I know. Yeah. Seriously, like just find a woman that you're compatible with. Yeah. Every guy wants like a stunningly beautiful fucking 10 out of 10 Angelina Jolie rich parents fucking will fuck you every day and cook every night and whatnot. Every guy wants that. Sure, that ain't gonna happen, because you know what? You're gonna find somebody that's actually like worth your fucking time. Because just because they're not, like, the most physically attractive person, they're gonna be fucking sexy as shit. Because you're gonna be like, wow, I'm really attracted to this person. We have chemistry. When you have chemistry with somebody, seriously, if you've ever had, like, good chemistry with a person and you guys hook up, yeah, oh my god, it's so much fucking better than just, like, a rando or someone you just sort of get along with or someone you feel like you might get along with. But if you have actual chemistry with somebody, it's an amazing experience. God, he's so dumb. This guy's so fucking dumb.
But I do think,
Alright,
like, in
we
this
only got about
context,
10
I'm pretty
minutes.
sure Abby's context was like men are a little hornier based on the way women look visually than they are women emotionally. And I think that is true for a lot of dudes. Not all, but certainly a lot. Now, I personally am more of an emotional type of individual who damn straight enjoys a woman with character, but then again, I'm the chosen one, so.
When you meet a guy and
Dude, I don't think you've ever enjoyed a woman in your life.
immediately
saying.
have a connection, you have one chance to make an impression. If you are wearing something
Even worse, a woman has never enjoyed him. Whether that be on a date or otherwise, it seems.
incredibly revealing, it will be difficult for him to focus on your personality. Instead, he might be focusing
echo.
on your physical appeal.
I mean, I don't see the issue with that necessarily. I feel like a lot of people in general, whether you're a man or a woman, you might look at someone and the first thing you notice might be superficial.
Yeah, except that's not her point. Like her point isn't that that's the first thing you'll notice. The point is that you don't want people who are overly concerned with that or only there because they just want to have sex with you. Is her point. She's not saying that being physically attractive is wrong or someone noticing it's wrong. She's saying you don't want to attract the caliber of people who just want to put their dicks inside of you and then never talk to you again.
That you're gonna attract those people regardless. That's just the nature of the beast. And it especially depends on where you go. If you're in college, regardless of if you're like modest or dressing up attract like slutty or whatever you want to call it, less modest or whatever, you're gonna find people who are just like, yeah, I want to hit it and quit it. Okay, like it doesn't necessarily matter. He's trying to make the case. I feel like he's trying to make the case of like, hey, he's sliding down. Hey, you were wearing too short of a skirt, so it's your fault you got raped. That's just how it happens. No, that's not how it happens. Because the person at fault for the raping is the rapist. That's who's at fault for the raping. The rapist. Not the victim. The rapist. God help you if you're an ugly girl, but too pretty is also your doom, because everyone harbors a secret hatred for the prettiest girl in the room. Yeah, kinda. That is true, because like, and you know what? I've known some like really attractive women, even in the army, and they get annoyed as fuck because everybody's trying to fuck them, and it's just like, dude, I'm just trying to live my fucking life. Especially like when they're a soldier in the army trying to prove themselves. It's like, nah, I'm not trying to fuck everybody. And like, yeah, it's definitely true. But like, yeah, it's not always great being ain't always great being on top. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I wanted to give a anecdote, but I'm not going to.
Which, I mean, would you disagree? Maybe you do. If you have a on your mind, then please tell me.
And that's okay. Is that a reason in and of itself to pursue someone? Maybe for some people. Personally, I don't feel that way, and I wouldn't want to be with someone who feels that way. But
No, you stop. Not right now. You stupid. If you don't think that it's a good thing for you to do, why would you think it's a good thing for someone else to do? Like, I don't like this liberal. I hate when liberals do that. I would not do it. But if you want to do it, then do it. No. Why would you not want to do it?
Because it's my personal choice. And it's my liberty to do what I want. Okay? If you feel right being classically Abby, you go be classically Abby. It doesn't mean you're not going to get shit on. Okay? It just means that you're going to be different. And if I don't want to be that way, then I don't have to be that fucking way. That's the point, bro. Like, what he's getting into is like, oh, well, you don't want to be that way. Why not? And he's probably about to make the, like, insubordinate woman argument. That's where I feel like he's giving. I knew a Marine tank gunner who served in Desert Storm. He said most of the guys in his unit came out after mustering out. Yeah, it's 10:15. Awesome. What? 10:15? It's 10:10. I'm watching you. But yeah, 10:30. Cut me off. I'm gonna be done. 100% at 10:30 because I can't go much longer. Yeah, I know a bunch of people that came out. Once I was in the army after, once Don't Ask, Don't Tell got repealed here in the U.S., and a bunch of people just came out, and, like, almost nobody, there wasn't, like, a big to-do about it. Like, nothing changed. It was just, like, the gay people that we knew were gay, because everybody knows who's gay, fucking, and it's just, like, okay, they just came out, and they were gay, and, yeah, there was still a stigma, but you couldn't get kicked out for it. It's like, whatever. Let them, let two dudes or two chicks bang each other. Who fucking cares? Ooh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 10:30. We're calling it. It's a pasta goes
That if you don't want to do it, that means you recognize there's some issue here. You would have to, because you don't want to do it, right? So if you think it's not okay for you to do it, why would it be okay for someone else to do it? Now, perhaps you have some type of argument, or I would like to hear it, but you're not going to extrapolate. I already watched this part of the video. I just don't like that. I hate when people say that. I wouldn't do it, but it's okay if you... No, nigga. If I wouldn't do it, you probably shouldn't do it either. Perhaps it might be an error.
Hey, man. Those scallops look really good. I'm allergic to them, so I wouldn't try them. Like, I will die, but that's up to you. You can do it. No, like, what? What are you fucking talking about? That's a real example. One of the only foods I'm allergic to is scallops. I can eat all kinds of crabs and everything, but scallops, no. Dude, like, does he not understand preference? Just because I like something doesn't mean you're going to. Or, if you're saying something that you like doesn't mean I'm going to like it. If your buddy goes, man, skydiving sounds cool. Hey, I wouldn't go skydiving, but that sounds fun. You go do it. You go ahead and take on all the fucking risks of skydiving. You go ahead and take on all the risks of wearing, basically nothing at night walking down a fucking alley. That's fine. You're the one taking the risks. It's not my fucking life. Am I going to tell you, yes, it's a really bad idea to walk down an alley wearing basically nothing at night. That's a bad fucking idea. I wouldn't do that shit, but go right the fuck ahead. I can't stop you. I'm not going to stop you. I'm just going to be like, I fucking told you so. You're not missing out. Fishy rubber. I love scallops though. Like, they're so good. My mom cooks them perfectly. Like, they just fall apart and they're buttery. Like, I don't eat seafood a whole lot, so, like, oh my god. I wish I could have scallops, but, like, I will vomit. Like, my stomach will, like, inflame. It hurts. It's really quite bad. The same guy told me blowing up a BMP full of fleeing Iraqis gave him a massive boner. Jesus Christ. Although, yeah, being in combat, maybe, yeah, sure. You get an adrenaline rush. So, hitting your target, yeah, you might have, gave him a boner. Oh, no, scallops are so good when they're freshly... Oh, yes. Oh, I wish I could have some. I wish I could. Man. Last time I had them, actually, yeah, last time I had scallops, my mom was like, oh, come on down for, I forget what she was supposed to make. She was supposed to make, like an Italian meal. Or no, she was supposed to make fucking, like, crab cakes or some shit. She ended up making, some weird chicken Alfredo and scallops. Or no, it was meatloaf. She was supposed to make a meatloaf. She's like, oh, I don't have any in the ingredients, so I'm just gonna make chicken Alfredo. I was like, okay, I fucking guess so, Mom. And then we had scallops, and I remember coming home and writhing in pain and throwing up and was just horrified at the state of my body for like 4 or 5 hours. See, it has to be very, very lightly or really long. Anything in between creates fishy tasting sneaker rubber. Which is why I gave up ordering squid in pubs. Yeah. The place I used to work before I joined the army, Anatolia Cafe, they have fresh calamari. I know because I have seen them pull the squid out and cut it up and go ahead and batter and fry it. It's fucking amazing. But yeah, it can get rubbery if you cook those fucking shits too long, or don't cook them enough. Sorry to scallop simp in front of you. It's okay. There's plenty of simps on the screen. We got
arrogant disposition to take.
You got
but again, if
here.
I'm trying to self-preservate myself, or if I'm trying to do what I think is right, it doesn't make sense that I would try to allow someone to go down the wrong path. You know, especially if I care about them to some degree. Just what I'm trying to communicate to you guys.
But granted, there are kinds of people out there
God,
that
fucking
are into that type of thing. Good
he
for
barely landed that condescension. I'm just trying to give that to you guys. Shut the fuck up. Who are you? Who the fuck are
them.
you, Bass?
Who cares? What?
But this is
Okay, so I got this. So right here, this is the doorknob. Okay? So that's our flashing, that's our door jamb, our door frame right there, right? And he's propped up like that. Oh, this is some good whiteboard shit. All right, we got time for the whiteboard. Fair enough, like never like fish, etc. Anyway, honestly. Yeah, I've noticed that a lot of people are like the seafood thing is like black and white. It's weird. I don't know, as I get older, because most people aren't just like, yeah, I'll eat crab, or, you know, I'll have some salmon, but I won't eat whatever. It's usually like, yeah, I like seafood, or I don't. Alright. Let's check this out. So, we got our doorknob here, and our door jamb here, which means that we have, door... The door right there probably goes out. We got an extension, probably like that. All right. So I'm guessing that and then ants. I got ants in my pants. I got ants in my whiteboard. And then maybe like a wastebasket right here, and then that, and then here's our boy holding his phone, sitting down. All right. And that's a bath mat. That thing there. That thing on the floor, that's a bath mat. This is a shower. Okay. So here's what we got. This is what we're looking at. If you were to look down into this room, this is what you would be seeing. And I know that this looks weird. So we got our door right here. Okay, that's what he's leaned up against. Now he's leaned up against the wall, and I tried to draw his arms so that you could show him holding the phone, but it's not quite working all that well. So he's leaned up against the wall, and this is literally the only space that he can be in here, because anywhere else that he goes, you'll see the toilet or the sink, or he'll be jammed up against the door, and anybody that's gonna come in would want to be sure that, you know, he's not jammed up against the door, because it's fucking weird. What are you doing? And then he obviously can't get too close to the bathtub over here, because if he's too close to the bathtub, there's the shower curtain. He might want to lean on it, and that would break up the continuity. So this is what you're looking at right there. All right. That's how you're filming yourself, dude. Why are you doing that? Why are you filming yourself like that? Why can you not go anywhere else? What is the reasoning behind that? That's very disconcerting, simply because you have a phone. You have your camera on your phone, okay? And if you're using like anything else, I don't know, a webcam, for instance, this webcam changes focus when the light changes. Yours changes focus constantly. So whatever you're using, literally go anywhere else. You can sit in the woods. This would be 1,000 times more appealing if you were sitting in the woods. If you just went out to a park and just sat against a tree and did this dumb shit, I would have far, far more respect for you. Because at least you would sound a little bit philosophical. But right now, you sound like a fucking weirdo. You sound like somebody that's never really had a friend and is just trying to sneak out some bullshit before his mom comes in and finds out and slaps him for being a dumbass. Like, this dude is like the epitome of MGTOW and fucking incels. This is what you guys are. Like, this is what people think of when they think of MGTOW and incels. This is the visual that they get. You don't get the philosopher type or anything like that. You get this fucking off-putting jackass sitting in his mom's bathroom trying to make a video on low volume, and editing it together, you know, apparently too quickly to fucking review it. I can understand it's a 30-minute video, but still, if you're gonna put out a video, fucking review it. I can't review these things because I do everything live and extemporaneously. It's not easy. Sea fish. LC's largely the same, honestly. I think that's why people tend to be black and white on it. The difference taste between crab and sea fish is minimal. I would be down to cook you some salmon and maybe some tilapia, or not tilapia, some walleye, and show you the difference, because that's a pink fish and a white fish. I cook them up pretty fucking good. Show you the difference. I think all fish taste the same, including a steelhead hauled fresh out of a stream, still twitching when he filleted for the fire. That sounds so fucking good. Sea fish. My dad's a fisherman. I've had a lot of fresh fish. My dad's a fisherman. Oh, there's freshwater crab and shell crawdads. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, your dad's a fisherman. Okay, never mind. I retract that statement. Maybe you just don't like seafood. Crawdads, dude. I love some crawfish. I'm a vegetarian, but I've had many times walleye. Yeah. Walleye is fucking good. It's big here in Ohio. I'm right near the Great Lakes. I'm right near Lake Erie, so walleye comes in all the time. And the the Amish people will go out in some of the like most fucking inclement weather onto Lake Erie and fish for walleye until they've caught what they want, and then they'll go in. Like, it's ridiculous what these people will do. I think that is walleye. How it is spelled. All right, so we got 5 more minutes. We're gonna take a little bit more look at this, and then we're gonna sign off.
This is why I despise liberals.
Kansas. I'm in Kansas.
At least one of the reasons why.
Who cares? Where I think
We're
she's
not in
wrong
Kansas
is by
anymore.
saying that if you notice someone's
That's a
physical
fisherman in
beauty,
Kansas?
you will just be unable to
I'm
get
an
past
idiot.
that and notice
I'm
any
fucking
kind of
stupid.
personality that's there.
God
like
damn
it's
it!
just you
I am so dumb. I was thinking of Kentucky, not Kansas, on the Mississippi River. I'm sure.
can't say it. You can't have a conversation without just being like boobs.
Well, let's actually argue in good faith. That's not really that's actually just not what she said. She's just saying.
The MGTOW turds have made me being an arrow ace a political statement. Now everyone thinks I must be some kind of misogynist because I don't want to hump anyone. No, just like it. Yeah, whatever. Like I don't understand people who would think like that. Like no, it's like no, I just don't. I don't know. I'm just not attracted to anybody. Oh, yeah. It's weird to like come across that and just be like, oh well. I can't relate. I can't relate not having any kind of like attraction to anybody. I can have I can relate to not having attraction to like an individual, but like to all people, no. But like yeah, fuck the MGTOW turds. Do whatever you want. Do. If you don't want to fuck, don't fuck. If you want to fuck, go fuck and do it safely with consent. Yeah, you're a misogynist because you don't want to fuck. That's fucking lose. I'm sorry. No justice. Yeah. Oh man.
Saying that the person would be focusing on it. Now, I mean, the video is kind of so cut and dry. You know, that type of nuance can be inferred. At the very least, that type of nuance can be added later. But she didn't say that it's impossible. She's just like, that person probably will be more focused on your physicality than they will your personality. And she's not wrong. It's just not going into the nitty-gritty of the nuances.
It's just like an overly simplistic black and white way of thinking of things. Like, yeah, you might notice that you're attracted to someone, great. But I've had that happen to me before where I notice that someone's attractive and then they open their mouth and I'm like, oh. And I wonder how I felt that way to begin with.
I bet that nigga said something positive about Trump. Wait, no. That he probably said that he went to church. It's probably what that one was.
Always one of these.
It's probably literally anything out of your mouth, dude. It doesn't have to be anything like that. It could be... Because if she found you attractive and went up to you and was like, oh, hey, what's going on? You'd probably be like, sorry, but with that hair, it just shows me that, you know, you're a venomous creature because, you know, venomous creatures tend to show bright colors in order to warn other people that they're a danger. Actually, it's to warn predators that they're a danger. So you're calling yourself a predator. Fuck off, goodbye. That's what would happen, and that's why you've never been laid, Bass.
The other.
I'm guessing you don't want to attract the kind of man who is only looking to spend one night with you.
I mean, that's an important question that a woman needs to ask herself. Is this what I really want? I don't think it's wrong for Abby to ask that, of ladies to think. But I guess Jackie does, so go ahead, Jackie, tell us. Why is Abby wrong here?
Girl, let me tell you what. First of all, before I get into my little rant, there are plenty of people, like I said earlier, that are into that kind of thing, and we do not need to be judgmental. To each their own. You do you, boo. It's fine.
Except you actually do not think that be the case. You just don't want to hurt people's feelings. You just want to live in this happy-go-lucky world where everyone can just do whatever they want and feel however they feel. Except, you know, this is going to become really ironic in just a second. So I'm going to put a pin on this one, and we're going to come back to it in just a second.
But I will say, I've heard of friends going through things.
He does have a tripod. And he still sucks. That bathroom is a lot smaller than I anticipated.
I've had experiences
He's
myself.
shooting on his laptop, maybe?
Where you meet somebody and they just seem to care so much about everything about you, like where you grew up, who your family is, what you do for a living, things that make you you, your quirks, what's important to you, your love language. And then you find out that that's really not what they were interested in, and they were actually using that to get into bed with you.
Well, what's the alternative? I don't ask that question facetiously. I mean, with all sincerity, Jacqueline, what are they supposed to do? Their only option is to appeal to you to some degree. That's what they have to do. You're the one that decided to have sex with them, or your friends decided to sleep with them. Oh no, he only pretended to like me. Well, you still did the one night stand. You were still there. You still could have waited X amount of months to verify he really felt that way. He wasn't.
Yeah, that's total victim blaming. God, dude, this guy is such a fucking idiot. The point she's making is she got into that zone where she was secure enough that she felt that she wanted to be with this person. She was like, oh yeah, well, let's have sex. And then it turned out that that person was just straight up fucking using her. So where's the limit? How long is she supposed to wait? Several months? Several years? Like, if a dude sticks around for 6 months, is that good? Is that golden? Like, what's to say he's not gonna fuck off right after that? This is all coming from a person that... This dude clearly has trouble with both interpersonal relationships with individuals in general, and having interpersonal relationships with women. Like, he can't have one. I don't think he can have, like, a general working relationship with a woman without thinking that, thinking every negative thing about her and trying to apply that in order to make sure that she is invalidated. Jacqueline Glenn is saying, do whatever the fuck you want. Be careful. Just do whatever you want. And Abby's kind of saying saying the opposite. She's saying, don't do whatever you want. Be modest as fuck and do what I say. That's what classically Abby's ass does all the fucking time. Yeah, I know it's 10:32. I'll be there. I'll be out here in a second. That's the problem. And the fact that you slid in that little slice of fucking cringe ass shitty conservative quote unquote comedy just makes you so much fucking worse. When oh god.
So I'm going to put a pin on this one, and we're going to come back to it in just a second.
But I will say,
Is Abby wrong here?
girl, let me tell you what. First of all, before I get into my little rant, there are plenty of people, like I said earlier, that are into that kind of thing, and we do not need to be judgmental. To each their own. You do you, boo. It's fine.
Except you actually do not think that be the case.
How? She has said that throughout this video constantly. Do whatever you want. And Abby Shapiro is saying, don't do whatever you want. How are you mixing these two up?
You just don't want to hurt people's feelings. You just want to live in this happy-go-lucky world where everyone can just do whatever they want and feel however they feel. Except, this is going to become really ironic in just a second. So I'm going to put a pin on this one, and we're going to come back to it in just a second.
You're failing at your fucking own goddamn rhetoric, dude. Have some condescension. Learn how to fucking use it. Learn how to be patronizing. So you know what? I'm going to come back to that one in just a little bit. Doesn't really fucking work. Especially when you're sitting in your goddamn bathroom,
But I will say, I've heard of friends going through things. I've had experiences myself where you meet somebody and they just seem to care so much about everything about you, like where you grew up, who your family is, what you do for a living, things that make you you.
All right. Yeah. You know what? I as much as I would like to keep going, Blaine's regulating, so I do have to go to bed. I shouldn't have stayed till 10:30, but I did. Oh well. I appreciate everybody for coming out and sticking with me. I know I had a couple issues. I'm glad we were able to get through the trans bill without any issues. And again, if anybody has any questions or there's anything you want me to go over or anything you think I missed or misinterpreted, go ahead and leave a comment on this video or in the Discord and just let me know and be like, hey, I think this was kind of fucked up and you should try and review this because I don't think you got it right. And I'll be more than happy to talk to you about it. Other than that, yeah, I appreciate everybody for coming out, for being here. Hopefully my pop guard is doing its job. And I will see everybody on Friday. I'm hoping I can be here on Friday. Simply because, well, I may not be here at 7:30 on Friday, but I will be here Friday. Probably, if not 7:30, probably 8 or 8:30 at the very latest. It just depends on what happens at work and what I can get done tomorrow because I still have a laundry and I have to do my bed sheets because they're starting to smell, which is really bad. It's because I was sweating. But anyway, thank you everybody. I really appreciate you, and peace out. See you on Friday for Friday Night Freaks. Have a good rest of your week, and don't force streaming. If you need a day off, take it. If I need a day off, I'll let you guys know. I won't force it because I want to give you a quality show. I'm not gonna sit here and be tired as fuck. I'm gonna give you actually some quality. It's working really well. Awesome. Thank you. That's good to hear because I can't really. I'd have to go back through my own streams and shit to actually listen to it, which would be boring. I'm with Razor, your stream machine. You're a stream machine, and it's always okay to take a day or two off. Yeah, and that's kind of what I did last week. Taking the 3 days and just chilling out, trying to get everything done, and it didn't necessarily work out totally for me. Getting the things done that I needed to get done, but also I ended up at the end of the week having like a bunch of pent up fucking energy that I was like, man, I got shit to say. But then I took the time off. But yeah, if I need to, I'll take the time off. I'll let you guys know. And yeah, thank you, Blaine and Rachel and JMP and everybody else that came out. You guys for being in the chat and for providing like content and information, for providing feedback and letting me interact with you guys. If I could give you a weird Jacqueline Glenn troll face wink of my own personal one, I would, but I don't think I can nail it. There you go. Alright, thank you guys. I will see you on Friday, and any delays, I will let you know in the Discord. By all means, please hit the